Live from San Diego, this is the Fox 5 Morning News at 9.
And it's not just water. The top foods to keep you and your kids hydrated during these summer-like days.
That's important stuff.
Heat, it came and we knew it was coming, but now we need to know how to hydrate. So Dr. Nicole Avina is here with us to talk a little bit about this. You're our nutrition expert. And let's start with some of the things that we need to know about dehydration. When we come up to a day like today where temperatures are going to be 100, maybe upwards 100 degrees in our deserts, what's the problem? What happens? We're just not drinking enough water at the right amount of time?
Exactly. So the biggest thing to keep in mind is you want to make sure that you start to drink water the minute you go outside. Don't wait until you're thirsty, because at that point it's really going to be too late and dehydration has already set in. So I say little sips throughout the day when you're outside especially.
And you were saying a certain amount each hour. Maybe if you have a water bottle, make sure you're finishing it in a certain amount of time.
I tell people try to do 8 ounces per hour. If you're outside in the sun, you're really going to lose all that water. So you really want to be replenishing it.
All right. What are we talking about over here? Because I know there's a couple of things that can help replenish us throughout the day. Things that we can put in our water that maybe helps us drink it throughout the day.
Yeah. So one of the things that we hear a lot about is sports drinks not being so great. And that's because they have a lot of added sugar. So one thing that we can do to reduce the amount of sugar that we have is to try a plant-based sweetener like Swerve, which is a great mix-in that you can use when you're making lemonade or iced tea. And it's just a great way to allow us to get that, sweetness without the extra calories and the way it's going to affect our blood sugar.
And people get bored with water sometimes, so maybe you'll drink a little bit more if you just have a little teaspoon of that in there.
Exactly.
That's a really good. Then with the sports drinks, you get the electrolytes. Like kids are playing sports outside.
Right. So one of the big things about sports drinks that's good is that they have electrolytes and salts. The biggest thing that's going to cause us to faint in the heat is a salt depletion.
Okay.
And so a product like this, which is made by Pure Essence, is a magnesium supplement, and it's really great to use post-workout or post-exercise outside because it's going to help you replenish those salts that you lost, and it's also going to reduce the leg cramps that can sometimes happen.
Okay. So how does it work? Does it have a flavor to it or anything?
It does. It has this raspberry lemonade flavor. So let's just take a little scoop, and you can just mix it up.
I've done this once. I've taken them at night. And it has like a little bit of a cool fizz.
It does.
And
it
I've
has
done
a nice
one that's
fizz.
like a raspberry flavor. So I don't know if this is the same one.
It is. It is. And it's good for relaxing and de-stressing, but it's really, really good in the heat, especially for reducing those muscle cramps that can come
while I give this a try, there's not only just drinks that help replenish us. Can you give some ideas of, a lot of the kids are going to be outside, whether it's they're finishing up school, whether it's a summer camp they're starting into. There's foods, though, that can help them, and not maybe ones that we always think about.
Exactly. So we want to make sure that we don't just focus on drinking, but also eating, too, because we get about 30% of our hydration from the foods that we eat. So try to focus on eating foods that have a lot of water in them, like things like watermelon, which is the obvious one, but also strawberries, cucumbers, and celery are also really great options.
And you said bell peppers.
Right. Bell peppers is a really great way to recover because it has 92% water in it.
I wouldn't have thought about that.
Yeah, it's also got a really good amount of vitamin A and vitamin C.
Okay, and then what's this guy right here?
Yeah, so another way to boost your hydration is to really just jazz up your plain old water. I think part of the problem is people get sick of just drinking plain old water. And one of the things that we know when we get dehydrated is we tend to get tired and you can really start to feel sluggish. And so a great way to fix that and get your nutrition and also get some hydration is to boost your water with a superfood. And so this is an ashwagandha powder that allows you to not only feel a little bit energized, but you mix it in with your water and it's going to just allow you to get that hydration that you need to.
Neat. Is it tasty?
It is. It comes in pill forms too, but this is great for mixing it in because it helps to add it to a smoothie or add it to whatever beverage you want to be drinking.
Something that you love is not just cold foods too. You say even in the heat you can enjoy a hot food to help with hydration. What do you mean?
Yeah, so it's kind of a misnomer. We tend to think that you want to drink something cold when it's hot outside, but it's actually a little bit harder for our bodies to utilize that. We have to actually work harder to get that cold food up to the temperature that it needs to be used in our bodies efficiently.
Okay.
So you're better off having a room temperature beverage, so you can skip, the cooler of ice when you're bringing drinks to the kids' games and stuff like that.
That's hard to do, but it's true. It does help out. Before we go, this is awesome because over here sometimes you don't like to be swallowing big pills, but your vitamins are super essential this summer to making sure you get all your nutrients.
Exactly. We want to make sure we're staying, up on making sure we're getting all the nutrition we need. And a supplement that is sublingual is a great way to do that because a gummy tends to have sugar, other pills have fillers in them, and these are great great because they're little tiny sublingual pills. You put them under your tongue, and it's a great way to get all the nutrients that you need.
So they just dissolve right underneath?
Yep, they dissolve right
and are
under
these
your
for kids and adults?
Yep, they're available for kids and adults.
What's your favorite vitamin? If we had like a go-to, I know the multi is really good, but one that you love.
I like the B12 Blaze only because it's got a little bit of caffeine in it and B12, and those are two things that are associated with sluggishness. I use this instead of an energy drink in the afternoon.
Okay, so maybe not for the kids.
Not for the kids, no.
Just for us, just for the adults.
Yes.
But yes, I love this. More absorption, less junk in your vitamin,
exactly.
right? Thank you so much, Nicole. This was great information, you guys. It's going to be a hot one out there. Make sure to take care of the kids, the pets, the elderly.
And
I
yourself.
always say, yourself as well. Christina, make sure to watch everybody out there. Take the groceries, get the kids in the car before the groceries. That's what I say, like get them out of the car before you unload the groceries.
Yes.
Really good tips, right?
Yes.